Yeah, so it's something that we decided we were going to try out, obviously, when Coach Cohen got here, just to, see what works best for the team. And, I've really loved it so far, just being able to be more versatile. Obviously, I played guard last year and then tackle in high school, so being able to add that, fifth position. Obviously, I feel like center is probably the hardest one, just because, you got to help people with calls, you got to make a snap, and you got to do what you got to do too. So it's been fun, especially, I'm super thankful for Drake because obviously he's done it. He did it at a high level. He's an All-American. So to be able to have him and then obviously Eli, and even when Fortner's back right now, have him around to be able to help me, I feel like that's honestly helped speed up the process a lot.
You ever snapped a football before?
Yeah, here and there, at camps, sometimes you get in there just to show people. But honestly, this is like my first time seriously getting as many snaps as I can a day and really, trying to get that part down. Because once that part's down, I feel like everything else will slow down. So
he said those first couple of days that Kenneth and Eli kind of just let you be on your own, trying to learn that position. Does that kind of help you, kind of throwing you out there like that, kind of help you, or does it kind of, you've been growing more as they've been helping you the last few days?
I feel like it's kind of like it's a weird saying, but like a training wheels thing. Like if Eli and Horsey help me with everything, it's like I'm never gonna. Why would I learn it? You know what I mean? It sounds weird, but whenever you get thrown in the water or thrown on the bike with no training wheels, you're either gonna learn or fall. So I've fallen a few times and I've learned from those and just keep getting better, and that's all you can really do.
What's been the hardest thing to adjust to with the position?
I would just say not having a stagger makes blocks really weird, and then you're not off the line, so everyone's behind you and you're there. So the dude is right on your face. Like you can talk to him, have a conversation with him. It's just kind of weird because when you're pass blocking, you got to get off the line rather than stay where you are. So it's just been weird to learn a little bit.
It's also kind of unique that you all are three positions or lined up next to each other. You're still in between Eli and Kenneth, but you've all slid down.
Yeah, no, we've definitely talked about that. I'm super thankful for that Horsey came back and having Eli back. They've been great role models and leaders since I got here. So have some of the foundation that I came in with to continue to learn from as I continue to just try to get it the best I can be is awesome.
And I know communication it wasn't always clear last year, but that sort of rapport with those guys, what you're going to get kind of lined up next year.
Last year, especially those guys, including me, just being from Lexington, being a Lexington kid, Eli's from Lexington. Horsey, basically he's from Lexington, he's been here. We take a lot of pride in what we do, and last year was, it wasn't good, and everybody knows that, so we're going to get it fixed, and, we're working every day to make people proud and kind of build back that wall. We made a saying in the off season, just brick by brick, rebuild the wall. So that's what we're doing every day. Have as much enthusiasm and excitement to come in here and get better. You're good.
What's the best piece of advice you've gotten from either Drake or Eli, guys who've been at that spot?
Probably just to slow down. I've always kind of try to do everything 100% speed because that's what I feel like honestly kind of got me here is my athleticism. So it's not always good. If you're blocking a nose, you don't need to be 100% speed to go a yard because then you're out of control. So just them telling me be under control and just slow things down in your brain. At the end of the day, it's still football. It's supposed to be fun. We're not supposed to come in here and be all. Sometimes I feel like in the beginning, especially starting to play center, I was just nervous, I don't want to mess up, but it comes down to if I make the wrong call even, as long as we're all on the same page, we're gonna be right in a way because everyone's blocking the same people just in different ways.
What makes Drake a good coach?
I remember being in high school and people talking about, Drake's gonna be a great coach just because how much he knows. And now, just that's all he does. He doesn't have to worry about as much as the practice aspect. I feel like he's going to be a great coach somewhere. Probably going to end up being a head coach somewhere. Just the knowledge of the game he has, and it's a lot easier. Even Coach Yinzer too. It's a lot easier to listen to someone who played football at a high level. You know what I mean? And Coach Yinzer and Drake both did that. So hey, he knows that this is hard, and they understand more. That's a hard block. You're not going to make it every time, but this is what you can do to have a higher percentage chance of making it.
What's it like being a guy who's never really snapped a lot and a quarterback who's never really been under center to take a snap?
When Devin came here, we were both I was hey man, I'm new, because I've snapped shotgun obviously just throughout high school, just in practice and stuff. But under center, I was I've never even thought about this. He's dude, me either. So we just kind of, took that time really to get to know each other. along with getting better at it and working on it. And we probably work more under center than we have shotgun, just because it's newer to both of us. So it's like we really took that time. It was kind of like, it was honestly like a Q&A between each other, meet each other, get close, and get those snaps in and get the work in.